It was a confident message from the Nigeria's trade front as the Comptroller General of Customs Bashir Adeniyi MFR briefed the State House press on the country's readiness to stir a new chapter in Africa's economic integration ahead of the Maiden Customs Partnership for African Cooperation in Trade C-PACT conference.
As at 2023-2024, the biggest direction of exports from Nigeria is African countries. This is the statistics that we got from NBS, and this is what the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is asking us to leverage on.
The engagement held on Friday 14th November 2025 under the Meet the Press platform at the Presidential Villa, Abuja.
Our SMEs who are now...
He explained that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's recent approval of an extension of his mandate came with clear targets centered on port decongestion, trade facilitation and modernizing Nigeria's border systems.
President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has made it very, very clear about the intention of his administration to use trade to promote economic development, to alleviate poverty. Seeing the potentials that we have in trade, and when you see it in the policy trust documents, you will see specific policies that speak towards the promotion of trade or Nigeria reestablishing itself as a trade hub. That policy trust talked about the fact that we need to decongest our port areas, we need to make more investment in port infrastructures, we need to start and join the League of Customs Administrations and countries that are using or leveraging on single window. These are all elements that speak to one major issue, that we need to give more attention to the issue of trade.
CGC Adeniyi noted that the administration's push reflects a deliberate shift toward trade-driven economic expansion, positioning Nigeria as a central hub for intra-African commerce.
Earlier in the week, I was in Ghana to have a brief meeting with the Secretary General of the African Continental Free Trade Area to let him understand that, in fact, customs is now ready to play its role, to fulfill its mandates in the implementation of the regional economic grouping. This time we are talking of the rest of the continent of Africa. So it requires capacity building. It requires a very strong political will on the side of the various countries to implement the trade agreement.
The CGC confirmed that over 30 customs administrations have registered for the summit, including 22 Directors General, and that Nigeria will host the WCO Secretary General Jan Sanders for the first time.
Leveraging on all this, we also needed to mobilize the internal actors. And the Federal Ministry of Trade and Investment has been very, very key in not only endorsing this idea, but also talking to colleagues in other African countries. So as we are engaging with our minister, we are also having similar engagements with ministers of trade of other African countries. Of course, we felt that it is now time for us to redirect this trade into African countries so that we can optimally benefit from the large markets of over 1 billion people. So we have all the agencies, the Nigerian Export Promotion Council, the Nigerian Import-Export Banks, our commercial banks, the Nigerian Port Authorities. These are all agencies that have been collaborating with us, but the World Customs Organization, which I'm privileged, whose council I'm privileged to chair, has also been very, very supportive of this initiative. For the first time, we are going to be playing hosts to the Secretary General of the World Customs Organization, here at Sanders. He would be here throughout the period of the conference. He would deliver a keynote on Tuesday, the second day, and he will also participate actively in other side meetings and engagements.
From the State House, Abuja, I am Muhammad Bashir reporting for NCBN.